let's talk about a simple rule that can completely flip the script on your relationship with technology. It's all about shifting from being a passive consumer of content to an active creator. It's about taking back your time and, honestly, taking back that feeling of accomplishment. Okay, let's get things off with a number that might sting a little. On average, you probably spent about 4 hours consuming other people's content yesterday. 4 hours. Just think about that for a second. Scrolling, watching, reading, all stuff made by someone else. So that brings up the big question, right? If you spent 4 hours consuming, how much time did you spend creating? For a lot of us, if we're being honest, the answer is probably pretty close to zero. And that imbalance, that's exactly what we're going to tackle right now. This leads us right into our first big idea, what I call the consumption trap. It's a cycle that is so easy to fall into and, surprisingly tough to climb out of. So here's the heart of the problem. Consumption is designed to be infinite. The feeds literally never end. There is always another video queued up, another post to see, another story to tap through. And because of that, your brain never gets to feel that satisfying sense of, okay, I'm done. There's no finish line. Let's just break this down. It's like you're standing at a fork in the road. On one side, you've got consumption. It's endless, it's passive, and it gives you no real sense of closure. But then you look to the other side, and you've got creation. It's finite, you actually finish things. It's active, you're doing something. And the payoff? A real sense of accomplishment, of pride, and hey, maybe even the start of a brand new skill. So how do we escape that trap and jump over to the creation path? Well, it all boils down to one really simple, actionable rule. This is it. This is the core principle. Just repeat this to yourself. Before you consume, you have to create. Think of it like your own personal, non-negotiable policy. And here's the best part, the crucial detail. The bar for entry is incredibly low. We're not talking about some massive life overhaul. We're talking about just 5 minutes. 5 minutes of doing something creative before you let yourself scroll. That's the whole deal. So what's actually happening in your head when you follow this rule? Well, the effects on your brain are, frankly, way more profound than you might think. The very first thing you'll notice almost immediately is a change in what you want. After you spend even just 5 minutes making something, that nagging urge to mindlessly scroll, it just starts to feel less appealing, less urgent. And here's the simple science behind it. You've already given your brain a nice little hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical from the act of making something. You earned it. And compared to that, the cheap, easy dopamine you get from just consuming starts to feel kind of hollow. It's just not as satisfying. This little 5-minute habit also cracks open the door to what psychologists call a flow state. You know this feeling. It's that magic zone where you're so into what you're doing that time just kind of melts away. It's a state of energized focus and genuine enjoyment that passive consumption can never, ever compete with. And that's the beautiful, secret power of this rule. You commit to just 5 minutes, but you'll be shocked at how often you won't want to stop. Those 5 minutes just naturally stretch into 10 or 20 because you get lost in what you're doing. This is how old hobbies get rediscovered and new skills get built. All right, enough with the theory. Let's make this super practical. We're going to turn this whole concept into a concrete challenge you can start like the second this is over. So, what counts as creation? Honestly, just about anything. Write one paragraph about your day. Step outside and take one interesting photo on your phone. Record a quick voice note about an idea you just had. Doodle something on a piece of paper. Start chopping veggies for dinner. The options are seriously endless, and they're all super simple. And please, listen to this, because it's the most important part of the challenge. Let go of perfection. The goal isn't to create a masterpiece. It's not to impress anybody. The goal is simply to make something. Anything. The quality does not matter. The act is everything. So as we start to wrap this up, the spotlight turns completely onto you. This isn't just some interesting idea to think about. It's a personal call to action. The next time you do your 5 minutes of creation, just be mindful for a second. Pay attention to how you feel afterward. And then contrast that feeling, that little buzz of pride and accomplishment, with how you feel after 5 minutes of empty scrolling. The difference is going to be night and day. And that leaves us with one last big question. Not tomorrow, not later today, but right now. What is one small thing you can create in the next 5 minutes? Seriously, think about it. The answer to that question could be the start of a whole new way you spend your time.